The movie begins with a girl named Koi who wants to jump into the water to surprise her boyfriend, Dae, but she is unaware that he is already in danger. Their dog, Lucky, senses the situation and starts barking frantically. Dae notices and tries to quickly stop her, but it's too late. Koi loses her balance, hits her head hard against the diving board, and falls straight into the pool. Dae quickly swims towards Koi and pulls her onto an air mattress. Seeing Koi bleeding profusely, he dives down, retrieves a silk scarf from the bottom, and urgently uses it to help stop Koi's bleeding. Dae screams for help, and Lucky, who is nearby, seems to understand and barks loudly to help his owner call for assistance. But it is useless because the pool has been abandoned for many years. A few hours earlier, Dae had arrived to swim. Unexpectedly, someone opened the drainage valve, and the pool water began to empty rapidly. When Dae wakes up to Lucky's barking, half the water is already gone. Dae feels something is wrong and swims towards the edge, realizing that the pool has no ladder. He tries to climb up, but the tiles are too slippery, and he has nowhere to grip. He brings the air mattress, thinking he could stand on it to get out, but it is still not high enough. Just then he sees his phone on the edge through a reflection. Dae instantly has an idea. He takes the belt from his bathrobe, ties it to his goggles, and tries to hook the phone to pull it down, but he fails after countless attempts. With no other options, he can only scream for help, but the place is abandoned. Just then, his girlfriend Koi calls him. The vibration moves the phone right to the very edge of the pool. Dae feels a sudden hope and stretches out, staring intently at the phone. Lucky, seeing this, barks encouragement to his owner, but he loses his balance and stumbles near the edge. Lucky desperately tries to climb, but the wall is too slippery. On one side is the phone that could save him, and on the other, his beloved pet. Dae feels incredibly torn, but decides to save Lucky first. He uses the air mattress to push Lucky's hind legs and successfully boosts him up, but when he turns around, the phone is already falling. Dae is filled with regret. Suddenly, he hears a vibration behind him. The phone has fallen right on the very edge of the pool. It turns out the phone was still connected to its charging cable. Dae desperately swims toward it, but the water level has dropped even further, and he cannot reach the phone at all. Seeing the phone about to fall, Dae takes a risk, jumps with all his strength, but fails to grab it, and the phone falls into the water. He quickly dives and retrieves it, but the phone no longer turns on. To prevent the water level from dropping any further, he dives to the bottom and uses his bathrobe to forcefully block the drain. But as he tries to surface, the chain of his shorts gets snagged on the drain cover. Just then, the pizza he had ordered arrives. The delivery man constantly calls looking for him. Dae sees the delivery man, but no matter how much he yells, his voice doesn't reach the edge. Seeing the delivery man about to leave, Dae uses all his strength and finally breaks the chain. He quickly swims to the surface, shouting for help repeatedly, but his voice is drowned out by the loud noise of a motorcycle. He loses another chance to be rescued. Dae is exhausted and can only climb onto the air mattress and wait for rescue. An unknown amount of time passes. Koi, seeing that Dae didn't call back, comes to the pool herself. Seeing Dae seemingly asleep, she wants to give him a surprise, but instead, the scene from the beginning unfolds. The surprise instantly turns into shock. The sky quickly darkens. Koi is still unconscious, and her head is still bleeding. Suddenly, Lucky starts barking wildly toward the entrance. Dae turns to look and sees a crocodile. Dae signals Lucky to be quiet. The crocodile has already set its sights on Lucky and slowly approaches, but unexpectedly, it loses its balance and falls straight into the pool. It is a disaster. Dae is terrified. He dives under to look for the crocodile, but finds no sign. He quickly drags Koi back onto the mattress. Dae climbs onto a sofa, constantly monitoring the crocodile's movements. But fortunately, the crocodile does not seem hungry and does not attack Dae. The next day, the pool water has completely drained. The crocodile watches menacingly from one side. Koi's wound is still bleeding and needs to be bandaged again. Dae looks around and notices a roll of duct tape in the crocodile's mouth. Dae slowly walks toward the sleeping crocodile and, carefully, tries to pull the tape out of its mouth. Suddenly, Lucky barks loudly. Dae is startled and quickly signals Lucky to be quiet. Fortunately, the crocodile does not wake up. Dae composes himself, reaches out his hand once more, but the crocodile wakes up. Fortunately, Dae's hand is fast enough. After getting the tape, Dae quickly bandages Koi. They have been trapped in this abandoned pool for 2 days and 2 nights. The phone won't turn on, and it is unlikely that anyone will come to rescue them. Just then, Day sees the drain nearby. Maybe there is a way out through there, but when he approaches, he finds that the cover is fixed with screws. While watching the crocodile's movements, he tries to turn the screws, but the cover won't budge at all. He has to return to Koi's side. Then he sees that Koi's necklace could be used as a tool. Just as he takes off the necklace, he sees the crocodile lying on the drain cover and opening its massive jaws. Day has no choice but to tear off some tape and use it to try to hit or distract the crocodile. Fortunately, the crocodile is not bothered by him and moves away. Day takes the opportunity and uses the necklace to unscrew the bolts. He successfully opens the drain cover, and looking inside, he sees that there is indeed a tunnel beneath. Instead of waiting here to die, it's better to take a risk. He quickly returns to Koi's side, wanting to wake her so they can go together. However, while Day is not looking, the crocodile has secretly crawled down. Day waits outside for a long time, but the crocodile doesn't come out. Seeing Koi in danger, Day decides to take a risk, jumps down, and chooses a random direction. He has no idea which side the crocodile is on. Now all he can do is hope for the best. Surprisingly, his luck is not so bad. He actually finds the exit, but the exit is closed. He keeps shouting for help, unaware that the crocodile has quietly returned to the pool, slowly crawling toward Koi. Lucky senses the danger and starts barking madly. Day sees the crocodile's movement through the mirror and quickly runs back the way he came. By then, the crocodile is already next to Koi and tries to crawl up to her waist, ready to bite her in half. Fortunately, Day appears just in time and knocks the crocodile down. When it still won't give up, he grabs a stick and chases it away. Only then does the crocodile finally leave. But Day is completely exhausted. He starts to feel dizzy, and things are not looking good. At night, Koi finally wakes up, but there is no food or water. They know they won't last long like this. Then they notice something strange. The crocodile stays in one place all day without moving. The next day, they realize why. The crocodile has just laid a nest of eggs. Just as they realize this, Day feels dizzy again and faints. The crocodile slowly approaches him. As it gets closer, Lucky barks to warn it. Day realizes the crocodile has taken the bait, jumps up, grabs the crocodile, and pushes it into the drain. He then slams the cover shut. He and Koi drag a sofa and squeeze it firmly over the cover. It was all part of their plan. They wanted to steal the crocodile's eggs. Using the goggles to focus sunlight and building a fire by rubbing sticks, they managed to cook the eggs. At last, they have a meal of crocodile eggs. With their strength restored, they stack the sofa, trying to build a human ladder to escape. But the pool is over 6 meters deep. They cannot reach the top. They have no choice but to give up. Still desperate to escape, they push the sofa away and decide to go through the drain. As soon as the crocodile comes out, they quickly slide down. The crocodile realizes its eggs are gone and attacks them wildly. Fortunately, Day reacts fast and slides into the tunnel just in time, narrowly avoiding the crocodile's jaws. They are finally safe, but the crocodile lets out a furious roar. Not daring to waste another second, Day and Koi rush to open the exit. Just then, Lucky suddenly starts barking loudly. He has spotted a drone. Day quickly shouts for help, but the person controlling it doesn't seem to notice. Day knows he can't miss this opportunity, so he runs back the way he came. But the moment he opens the manhole cover, he is completely stunned. It turns out to be just a toy drone. It doesn't even have a camera. Still, he shouts for help, thinking the person controlling it might be nearby. But the nearby crocodile seems to mock him, as if saying he will never escape. Just then, a strong gust of wind knocks down a nearby cable. The cable looks like it could be used to climb. Day sees a ray of hope and starts climbing, but it's not as easy as he thought. The cable is covered in sharp spikes. After just a few steps, his hands are already bleeding. He grits his teeth and keeps climbing. The cable is not stable either. Day almost falls. He grips it tightly. It's his only chance. He is very close to the top, but suddenly the cable gives way. Day loses his balance and falls heavily to the ground. He feels excruciating pain. He barely manages to bandage his wounds before passing out. When he wakes up again, pain shoots through his leg. He looks down and sees a crocodile biting his injured leg. Day panics and kicks the crocodile, but it is unwilling to let its prey escape. It opens its bloody jaws and slowly moves toward him. In a moment of desperation, Day grabs a nearby bucket and hits the crocodile again and again. Finally, the crocodile gives up and walks away. That night, Day gets into the drain again. This time he crawls in the opposite direction. Despite the pain, he crawls for a long time until he finds another manhole cover. He pushes with all his might. If he could get out, he would finally be free. He scrambles to climb out, but the next second, he is stunned again. This is not an exit. It's just another pool. Day is shattered. The repeated failures make him want to give up. The next day, that same toy drone falls back into the pool. Two men place a ladder and climb down to retrieve the toy. They are completely oblivious. They don't notice the blood or the crocodile under the sofa. Hearing voices, Day rushes back to the sewer, but when he opens the cover, they are already gone. He screams for help, but no sound comes out. Fortunately, although the men are gone, they forgot to take the ladder. Day sees hope once more, but when he tries to reach for it, the crocodile blocks his path. What does he do now? Meanwhile, on Koi's side, the rising rainwater has trapped her. If she doesn't go soon, it might be too late. Facing the crocodile that refuses to move, Day makes a bold decision. He wraps wire around his hands, ready to fight the beast. But the crocodile attacks first, sinking its teeth into Day's left leg. Day twists his body and climbs onto the crocodile's back. He furiously hits its head. Then he grabs a steel pipe and smashes the crocodile hard, wedging the pipe directly into its mouth. The crocodile becomes still. It is finally over. In that moment, Day tries to climb the ladder and escape, but suddenly something goes wrong. The ladder is accidentally swept away by falling barrels. Now, even his last hope is gone. Day collapses again. Everything that has happened in the last few days feels like the universe is torturing him. Just then, Koi blows her whistle for help, but Lucky thinks she is calling him. Day realizes and tries to stop him quickly, but it is already too late. Lucky runs toward the pool and is forcefully pulled back by the leash. Day is heartbroken, but if he doesn't save Koi now, it might be too late. He fights the pain, grabs the dog's leash, and climbs toward the pool. Finally, he returns to the drain, opens the manhole cover with a steel pipe, and pulls Koi out just in time. Fortunately, Day has arrived before she drowns. The two embrace tightly.